Driving the BMW X5 is only but a dream for such, and to be able to get such an experience or such an opportunity for one to do so, hey man, I don't know what to say. So we're about to drive, we're about to head out, and as we do so, I'll let you know as to how the drive is, but I'm quite excited. So let us get on the road and let's see what this big boy has for us in store. That is reverse. It's quite a big car, guys. It is quite a big car, and those are the sensors, by the way. If you can hear them, they are going crazy because it seems as if my garage door is a bit narrow, but it has not been a problem the past few days to actually drive it inside. I remember the first few days when I did so, it was kind of hard on my end because I feared that maybe, just maybe, I might end up having to scratch the car, which is quite it's quite understandable as to why one would say that, because I'm used to driving a small car. So having the magnitude of driving a 3-liter 4-wheel drive BMW E70 X5 is only about a dream. I don't know how many times I've said only about a dream, but hey man, it is about that life. So the ride, that thing, I'm not gonna lie, it's quite it's comfortable. The one thing though about this car is that people will respect you. Tema, see what I mean? People will respect you for having to drive such a big car. And I don't want to lie, man, I am enjoying the attention. I am enjoying having to be seen for once, if I can say that, because in all honesty, man, it's quite nice. Funny story is that yesterday I took out the car, I took it to the garage to get it washed, and there was this fine hand. That I completely ignored, and I just drove on and minded my business. Timer? I don't know. Mainly because I was just avoiding something, but okay, now we're hitting the road. Let's go. On average, it's a 3-liter diesel, and it being a 3-liter diesel, it means that the consumption is quite higher. Car full tank, you get round about a range aboma 1,200, and it's a fair amount given that if you're going to be traveling a longer distance, it's actually going to save you a whole lot of money. It's actually going to save you a whole lot of time actually spending ole motsiling. The one thing that I've seen, it is that as you're driving, especially if the distance is quite longer, your range will actually give you more kilometers, meaning that the warmer the engine becomes, the longer that you get to drive. But if you're going to be driving intercity, stop sign to stop sign, robot to robot, then it's going to chow, because I there was a time where I poured 300 rands for petrol, and I got about 150 kilometers extra. I drove into we could say the very same 50 kilometers, and from 50 kilometers from the place more Nigetroating to the place more Gitrofitlanting, I found out that I gained plus or minus 20 kilometers, but then the 20 kilometers was me not driving harshly, me not driving or having a heavy foot on the pedal, but it was just me being able to say, okay, I want to drive as economically as I can to see if the consumption that thing is really that bad. Because the general thing is that a lot of people are afraid of driving a car above 3 liters, because the general consumption is that it was a petrol, it was a no, my guy. The car is not going to do that. The car is not going to, okay, I think here we can step it up. Let's go. Yay!
Takes us through
okay.
Hey guys, do you experience symptoms of
So
chronic suffering?
we're gonna try that again. I had to step into the garage simply because the camera fell and I just had to continue driving. But it's not really a train smash per se. It just shows that one must drive responsibly, especially when I have equipment inside the car, because I'm gonna end up hurting the equipment. Guys, there's so much traffic. Oh my gosh, if I could just show you guys what's happening here, you would not. Okay, slowly. Okay, it has got a punch to it, I don't want to lie, and you get to feel it, especially when you are putting your foot to the pedal, putting the pedal to the metal, and you're just punching it, and it's quite responsive. The turbo kicks in instantly and the sound is just amazing. One of my favorite features, I don't want to lie, is this: the sunroof. Guys, the sunroof is amazing. No matter how hot it is, no matter how cold it is. Ooh, this is nice. No matter how hot it is, no matter how cold it is, I enjoy the ambience of having just the sky just here on top. And you find that you don't even need to open up your windows. You don't need to open up anything really. Just put on your air conditioning. You have the wind here, you have the ambience from baby, and you're just trying to serenade someone. It's just how are you doing? But in all essence, man, the car is amazing to drive. If I could afford it on a daily basis, I wouldn't mind having it as a daily driver, simply because I know that I'd be getting my money's worth. I know that I'd be getting something I would enjoy on a daily basis. Aside from the Bluetooth and everything like that, I mean, it's a livable car. You can live with it. LEDs, instant torque. Oh, I have a tow bar, by the way. Instant torque and everything else that a person might actually need when having to drive a big car. It's really not that big of a train smash, and I feel like whoever decides to buy a BMW X5, especially the E70 series, which is this one, you are going to enjoy it on a daily basis. More so if you drive carefully, man. You're not going to have to struggle when it comes to petrol. You're not going to have to struggle when it comes to other things. It really boils down to how you're going to take care of it. It really boils down to how you as an individual are going to be driving the car, because it depends. If the car is going to give you problems way before the time, or rather way before, early on, it means that you were not driving in a manner that the car should be driven. A car is like a woman. In my opinion, a car is like a woman, and dude, you need to take care of your woman. You need to talk to her slowly. You need to make love to her. You need to be patient with her, because everything that you do is gonna depend as to whether the relationship that the both of you have is going to last or what. But other than that, this car is a dream, man. I don't want to lie to you. I am enjoying it, and a part of me just wants to drive it each and every day. You know, even if I can just do 10 kilometers a day, but just to be behind the wheel of such a magnificent beast, pure German engineering. I don't want to lie. It's an old car. Oh, it has ages to it. Let's just put it that way, that this car has aged quite well, and you still see it, guys. This thing moves. This thing does not give you any problems when you have to move. So whoever is willing, or rather is interested in buying a BMW E70 X5, I mean, dude, go ahead and do so. Go ahead and do so, because you are not going to regret it. You are not going to regret it. There are things that you get to see. Guys, this car is just like any other car. And for us badula questioning that live in places where the terrain is just bad, this car fits in perfectly. Whether it's raining, it's muddy, it's full of rocks, full of stones, you get to see that one gets to enjoy this car regardless, and it's just comfortable everywhere without you having to worry about potholes and everything like that. If you drive carefully, if you drive handle, if you drive responsibly, you'll find that this car is not going to give you any problems. So hey man, the BMW X5 E70 what X30D, yes, xdrive. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but it's that. And gosh man, I really wish that you'd get to see what it is that I'm dealing with here, or get to experience whatever it is that I'm dealing with here, because this is just amazing. I do not want to lie.